Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to CAN Bus. Kenny, I got an interesting one for you. This vehicle had an issue with the camshaft, so we replaced the camshaft. The only camshaft that we could locate was a Texas Speed one where they take out the MSDS and all that nonsense. So that's where we went with that. You can see here we now have problems with fuel trims. First of all, I want to say I didn't recommend doing the work that we did, so we're gonna put that out there. So don't hate me on that. I'm just here to try and pick up the pieces now. I got long term, obviously, crazy high, and then short term near zero. I'll put this thing in drive. You can watch the long term literally come right down, and upstream pretty good, no problems there. And same thing in reverse. It's in reverse now. You can see perfectly fine. Yeah. So we had to get this PCM unlocked, and then a PCM unlocked and then sent to us so we could shut off the MSDS for the check engine light. I don't think they call it whatever the cylinder deactivation is on these Rams. So, which is probably not. Is probably pretty frowned upon, but like I said, there's no camshafts that we could attain, at least at the time of doing this, so that seems to be a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put in the old PCM and see if this problem is there or not. Alright everybody, after much struggle because of the way that the connectors were for the last guy that did this, shame on you, last guy, you know who you are. Now I have the old PCM in, and it seems like it is fixed. I am subtracting fuel instead of adding fuel on the short term, and long term's around zero. It's almost quitting time today, as you can see, so I'm going to have to wait to test drive this till tomorrow. But it sure does seem fixed with the old PCM back in it. So what does that mean for us? So we're have to contact the company that's we got the PCM off of, I guess, and then we will see what the hell they say, because I don't know, it's pretty well. Let me see. I haven't put it in drive. I'll put it in drive. See what it does in drive. Because for some reason the other PCM, it just runs lean, or at least it thinks it's running lean, I should say. It's showing running lean until you put it in drive. So you can put it into gear and there's a load, perfect, no problems. Now we're subtracting, it probably has to do with the oil. I bet the oil's got some, is a little rich from all the lean idling. Very interesting. So hopefully I'll have more information for you tomorrow. Alright, through the magic of movies and a glare, it is the next day and we are in park, and we definitely don't have, it's running a little lean on this, but remember when I was in park yesterday that the long term was super high in park. Here, I'll pull this up on a graph so you can see. And then I'd throw it in drive and it would go woof down all the way to zero or near zero, where now it's in drive, it's here, and then in park it's here. So completely different on the long term. And the short term, is within, it's under 10. 10 is fine, but it's only going to set a code when the long term goes over 10. And you can see it seems to be, it settles, it was settled around there, now it shoots around, but that's not gonna make the long term go to 27 or whatever the hell it was. It'll make the long term at most go to 10, which it doesn't even seem to be staying at 10 for a long time. It's bouncing back and forth like it's supposed to be, making it rich, making it lean, I guess, on the O2 sensors. But then you can see here Our learn terms coming up now, so these should be coming closer to 0. If it's on the brakes, so I'll take it off. Seems like long term settled around 7. Oh, focus. 8 maybe. It's still not the 27 it was, so you know there's definitely a discrepancy between the other two. I'm gonna pull it in and I'm gonna put the other PCM back on. Okay, before I went in, I want to say that after the long term adjusted and I put it in drive, it does change. Obviously not not to 27. Okay, so that seems to be a thing. I'm really zoomed out. This is funny. I've never seen this before. Yeah, so that does seem to be a thing. That's pretty normal, at least this part of it. So what's the difference between the old PCM and the new PCM? I'm gonna go plug it back in just so I can verify that that's still an issue. Okay. All right, so I just I didn't undo any power or anything. I just turned the key off, you know, had the car off, went and unplugged and replugged. In the new one, it did have a high idle. Settled down a little bit. It does feel like it's missing a little bit, but you know, usually it does miss a little bit. This is kind of what it felt like before when you were in park. Let's see what it feels like in drive. Yep, sure did smooth out in drive. So let's go back to these adaptives. They might be all screwed up because let me go back to this 0.5. I like that actually. Whoa, way out. Get all these up here. Yeah, look at it's already, dude. It's crazy high already. It's obvious I have not changed anything except for the PCM. So the problem is the PCM. We're pegged out on the long end. We're still high here, and then drive, bang, 0. Oh my, that's crazy. What possibly could be the difference between these two PCMs? I know that they have the same, because we pulled the file from the old one and just put it on the new one, minus the, you know, cylinder deactivation. So, oh wait, we're in driving. Oh well, it's learning this short term. I was wondering why these are going up. It's because it's learning this. It just doesn't make too much sense why. Oh my, now we're real long on the, huh. This is interesting. Well, now you just saw that. Let me bring this up on the graph. Some of you might be wondering why I'm not looking at O2 sensors, because what the hell would changing the PCM do for the O2 sensors other than just the learned values, you know? And now it's subtracting. It's subtracting. And then this is going to be within spec then, if it's subtracting. You know, 10 is the benchmark. Now it's almost gone down to 0. Maybe put it back in park. And then look at that, dude. What is going on here? This is wild. All right. Well, I don't know if I'm going to edit this video and then put out an update whenever we get this car back in. I might just leave this video unedited until then. So, until next time.